Now let's start with some news on civic governance. And the Center for Democratic Development is worried about low police presence in many districts and local communities. Researcher at CDD, Mavis Supok-Dome, says this has resulted in an increment in crimes like kidnapping. She was speaking to JoyNews ahead of the launch of the District League Table. The District League Table is an annual research which provides a multi-sectorial and integrated assessment of Ghana is developing across the 216 districts among the various assemblies.
So District League Table, we focus on police presence, but I would say this, that when you relate that to what is happening, it just speaks to the fact that there's the need for more police presence in our various districts. We use the standard, the UN standards, where every population, 1 policeman is to 500 policemen. 500 citizens, 1 policeman to every 500 citizens. And I can tell you 90% of districts do not meet this requirement.
Fishermen at Jamestown here in Accra have been lamenting over what they describe as bad catch after the ban on artisanal fishing, which was just lifted last week. Well, the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture last month placed a 1-month moratorium or ban to salvage Ghana's depleting fish stock. But the fishermen at Jamestown believe the closed fishing season did not yield the targeted objective. Henry Kwesi-Bedu visited Jamestown here in Accra and brings us his report.
Jamestown, 3 days after the closed season on artisanal fishing was lifted. The expectation of fisherfolk had been high, but they say since Sunday, the catch has been disappointing.
We have run at a loss. We are yet to witness positive results from the ban. We bought fuel for fishing but got very little catch. This is a great loss. We are yet to witness positive results from the ban.
Since Sunday, our catch has not been impressive. The industrial trawlers are also contributing to the massive depletion of the fish stock.
First now will be natural. The sunum bayala sisa for nobody can call there what the band. The
catch has been bad.
Another one I had a share. Elcon Bonuyo and lay and go upon ocean pay Padicino. An opportunity according to you, and go upon no contour son ocean.
Will resist further plan ban by the government and the ministry.
The same trouble to me. And again, Yabani, I go show be at so Bunambu.
David Ejari said he was hopeful of a bumper catch, but that hope has faded.
The
lifting of the ban has not yielded any results for us. I am currently trying to sort out rubbish that were trapped in my net. We are still not having a good catch. The ban has really had negative impact on our livelihoods. The next time government wants to try something like this, we'll resist unless they put measures in place to help us during the ban. The government must also stop the trawlers so we can get a bumper harvest.
Patrick Godfred Kofi has been fishing for about 30 years. Although he also experienced small catch over the weekend, he is optimistic of a bigger catch in the future.
Though we didn't get enough as of that we got on Saturday, but we have been experienced, because it's our work, that when the moon is always full, at times it's very difficult for us to get fish. But we are hoping that this week, as the sea is going, as the moon is going to be removed, diminished, we believe that there is fish in sea and we will have
Fishermen said unless government stops industrial trawlers from fishing during the close season, they would not comply with the directive.
And if you live in any of the coastal areas along Ghana's coast, let us hear from you. You can reach us on Facebook, JoyNews on TV, and we also have a Twitter handle. You can give us some private messages for us to follow those leads on at JoyNews on TV. But away to the Upper West region, the Director of the Department of Children, Matilda Chire, is frightened about the increasing cases of teenage pregnancy and child marriages in the region. She says this does not augur well for the region and also wants parents to help remedy the current situation. Matilda Chire made the statement at the celebration of the African Union Day of the African Child in Wa.
With the intention of
the African Union Day of the African Child was initiated in 1991 to honor actors who participated in the Soweto uprising 43 years ago. It is also to raise awareness of the continuing need for improvement of the education provided to African children. It also creates a platform for governments, non-governmental organizations, international organizations, and other stakeholders where they gather to discuss the challenges and opportunities facing the full realization of the rights of children in Africa. Acting Upper West Regional Director of the Department of Children, Matilda Chire, catalog instances where children's rights have been abused in the Upper West region, which begs for protest. Key among them is the increasing cases of teenage pregnancy and child marriages.
If today children of the Upper West region would go on a demonstration like their colleagues in South Africa, it would be against one, teenage pregnancy, sexual exploitation in the Upper West region. Our young girls are still being taken advantage of sexually. They are abused, leading to high teenage pregnancies. So children of the Upper West region would protest and demand that innocent young girls be allowed, be empowered to understand the effects of their sexual choices.
Upper West Region's Program Unit Manager of Plan International Ghana, Eric Ayaba, called on policymakers and stakeholders to take a serious look at rural-urban migration. Mr. Eric also spoke of a new phenomenon at the Wa traffic light, which is replete with bevy of child beggars.
And these children normally will beg for alms. The moment you park your motorbike when the traffic light is on, or you stop your vehicle when the traffic light is on. This is another clear situation of refugees relating to children who may not be coming from our region, but it is also an important area for us to consider as a region, as a sector, because children everywhere have the right to live, to enjoy their childhood, and to pursue their development to become a better people in the future.
Pupils from 15 schools in the Wa municipality attended the event held at the Nasidik Bomb II Park. It was held on the theme Humanitarian Action in Africa, Child Rights First. Reporting for JoyNews, Rafik Salam. Wow.
And down south, heading to the Ashanti region, many children are dying or suffering from complications, including respiratory, gastrointestinal burns due to caustic soda ingestion. According to doctors at Kumasi, at the Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital, the situation has reached epidemic levels with some high incidences in at least 6 regions of the country. Ohaminteria has more in the following report.
Ingestion of the corrosive chemical remains a common problem within the pediatric population in middle and northern belts of Ghana. A minimum of 4 new cases of children under 5 years swallowing caustic soda are reported every week at Komfo Anokye Hospital. Poor handling of the substance by parents and guardians who lack knowledge on safety handling is to blame for widespread occurrence. Continued storage of caustic soda in soft drink or water bottles exposes children to danger of drinking it.
Nowadays, It all just shifted to caustic soda injections. We are seeing it so frequently, that a week hardly passes without us recording a case of caustic soda injection. And the consequences are very huge.
Affected children are unable to swallow food through the esophagus and have to be fed through gastrostomy tubes, and they suffer abnormal weight loss.
Because they come as a clear liquid like water, the person may not know, you mistake it for water, and as soon as you drink it, you suffer huge burns in your mouth. So commonly, the effect is not only in the mouth, it also goes into the throat. So we will see them acutely with a lot of mouth burns and esophageal burns. So they can't swallow, and then they are drooling a lot of saliva because they can't swallow, and then they come. So that is what we see them in the acute state.
In 2016 alone, the Okomfanochi Teaching Hospital saw 28 cases in their acute stages and higher numbers subsequently in 2017 and 2018. Majority of children affected have parents aged between 25 and 35 and have no formal education but into traditional soap making business.
The situation is aggravated by what people call empowerment of women. NGOs are teaching women how to prepare soup for a living. But probably they don't add this other caution to it, that it is can cause a lot of damage to children. So that comes that we are picking a lot of cases.
High cost of treatment and management of caustic soda injection means most parents are unable to afford. Averagely, the cost of surgery, intensive care management, intravenous administration of nutrition is about 30,000 Ghana cedis. Meet 8-year-old Jamilatu Alasan from Sehisui in the Western North region. She has been on admission for 3 months for swallowing caustic soda. Her ribs can easily be counted. Doctors put her current weight of 16 kilograms, comparable with a 4-year-old.
Esophageal stricture that affects the ability to take any feed orally. So they have been vomiting and vomiting and vomiting and vomiting, and you see the end results. So much wasted. 8-year-old who I said should be weighing probably 30 kilograms, is weighing 16 now.
Jamilatu mistook the caustic soda for herbal medicine she was on after her mom stored it in a similar bottle and kept it at the same place.
She had fever, so I bought her a herbal medicine. When she returned from school the next day, I asked her to take some. It turned out she drank caustic soda stored in a similar bottle and kept at the same place by her mother. I took her to a nearby clinic because she wasn't getting better. She had 2 shots of injection with assurance from the doctor she would be fine. Later, I got to know it was the caustic soda she took instead of the herbal preparation.
Health personnel have been contributing financially for her upkeep at the hospital because her poor father is overstretched. Despite selling his farm, he cannot raise 30,000 Ghana cedis for the surgery of Jamilatu, who wants to be a nurse.
First 2 weeks he came, the father did his best of providing money to buy things he needs. Subsequent to that, I can tell you, and for this I keep on mentioning Dr. Jace, the gastroenterologist. He had done so well. And I have caused medical students, all of us, to contribute money. When we are doing rounds, nurses contribute money. Everybody is contributing. So for now, we don't write medication for the father to go and buy. When we write, we actually give out money to go and buy for him.
From Kumasi, for Joy News, Oiminteria reporting.
Well, good work that the doctors at Okomfanochi Teaching Hospital are doing. But we still have to remain in the Ashanti Regional Capital, where shops of Nigerian traders at Swami Magazine have been closed down by their Ghanaian counterparts who have vowed to evict foreigners from the market. Leaders of the Nigerian retailers at Swami Magazine say their members are living in fear following what they call incessant attacks on them. They accuse local retailers and the Ghana Union Traders Association of targeting its members and forcefully evicting them from their shops.
Swami magazine traders noted the call was not to intimidate foreigners in Ghana, but rather to encourage authorities to implement the statutory laws of the country without fear or favor. According to them, most foreigners in the retail business evade taxes as well as sell substandard products. They describe the phenomenon as a threat to consumers. Because of the Nigerians, they don't buy anything from Ghanaians. They have destroyed Kumasi. They bring in new substandard parts. Because of that, everybody wants the new and not the home use. We want them to engage in wholesale.
Toyota, Hyundai, taxing, car, beer, walk more beer, I'm not on them brand new. I'm to make a invitation. I'm a Colomako invitation on the aba. No, my dear, no, my I like to say Nigeria, no, my invitation on the Bugona yet. Invitation power, no, my senior. Oh, me dangerous. I just say,
Pakran, Kenya, King Hayo, and no one neighbor, no money yet. You absorb your friend Kayaba. Oji original absorber Kayaba. Now, original.
Their goods are substandard and they are lots of imitations. Our leaders are not helping us also. They will sell to you at 2,000 cedis and retail at 1,500. We don't need them here. You can't do that in Nigeria. Speaking with JoyNews, President of the Nigerian Retailers Association, Ikechukwu Obiara, said their stores have been locked since last week, Thursday. He said the Ashanti Regional Police Command is in a meeting with both parties for an amicable solution.
On Friday, we came back, they continued dissenting and the police intervened. They come and they stop them and they all run away. So we start our business as usual. Within some hours, they come back again and continue with the same story. So the same thing happened on Saturday. Up to today being Monday, they are still doing the same thing. So we decided to go to our police station to lodge official complaint, which we have done that. We have met with Commander, though I think they are on top of it. Because Commander told me that, the regional commander have called him that they are going there to have a meeting based on the issue. That I should give them some more time that they will resolve the matter. So
reporting for JoyNews, Kwesi Debra.
And that'll be it for the latest news updates. But we'll look at more news updates as we look at what stories have been published on the front and back pages of the various newspapers. But we also have to inform you, it's 3 days to the start of the African Cup of Nations. Our great sports team and Benedict Owusu, who already is with the Black Stars training camp, will bring us more updates on what we should expect on the preparations of the Black Stars and how other teams who will be participating in the tournament, Egypt 2019, are doing. Please stay with us as we bring you these and more stories right here on the show.